show us how and what bad governance does to us. When we complain that these at the helm of affairs are dealing with us in a manner that is very, very unjust and wicked to us, and also wicked to themselves. Maybe some of us won't understand. Why we won't understand is that some of us haven't really had the privilege of traveling or living outside the shores of Nigeria to understand what our wicked leaders does to us. Now, I will use this to illustrate what I want to say. Here, this is United Kingdom, England. I just left the airport, the Heathrow Airport. I just left the Terminal 5. And I am headed to Wales, another country. Wales, another country in the United Kingdom. United Kingdom is made up of 4 countries: Northern Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and England. England is the one many of you know very well, the one you refer to as London, that has its capital city in London. In London, you talk about north, south, east, blah, blah, blah. Maybe where we got our southeast, northeast, blah, blah, and south. Maybe where we got that from. But one thing is very clear, and this is what I describe as the wickedness of the leaders. You know, when a man buys Bentley, buys Ferrari, but he's incapable of fixing the road that leads to his own house while in government, don't you know that that man is sick, mentally sick? Mentally sick. Mentally. I will shortly show us what they call in England motorway M4. M4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lanes. 4 lanes both ways. At some parts it becomes 5, but in the majority of the lanes it's 4 lanes both ways. That I can travel a distance that is almost like from maybe Lagos to Abuja, or Ibadan to Abuja, Abeokuta to Abuja, Lokoja to Abuja, uninterrupted. There is no bandit on the road. No one is stopping me to extort the car, even when a rented car, that is. You're not fearful for your life that anybody can stop you and take your life. You're not fearful that anything can happen to you. If anything ever happens to you, which is very, very unlikely, almost like zero, that apart from accident. But in my place, in the country that I was told that is mine, in the year 2022, people cannot move from Kaduna to Abuja without praying in whatever tongues that they wish to pray, without making calls on who to bring the ransom when he or she is being kidnapped. And we think this is normal. All we do is to antagonize one another. All we do is to regionalize the crimes. Because when we regionalize these crimes, we do not get anywhere. The prelate of Methodist Church was kidnapped in Abia State. In my video, I said people can we trade with caution? In as much as that guy said that those who kidnapped him were Fulanis. But when you read and when you listen in between the lines, something is not adding up. Someone cannot come and invade and occupy your streets and your roads without an internal person being part of it. A couple of days ago, there was this voice note. The voice note explained, the voice note explained that some individuals were caught and that they were about to deposit money in the bank, and that money was the serial number of the money that was paid to the kidnappers. Lo and behold, the individual in question is a local. The individual in question is a local. Has it occurred to you why our killing happened? Last 2 weeks, we saw videos of people jubilating that the killers have been caught. Has it occurred to you that 2 weeks after our killing and after when the people behind it were arrested, no one bothers again to say, we were accusing these people before, who are those that were killed, and these are those that were killed, and these were their killers? I have asked privately to those that matter to tell me who they think, or rather to reveal the identities of those caught. No one. However, we've come and we've gotten the identities of the deceased, and it might interest you that majority of the identities so far disclosed are from the southeast. I keep saying to us, cut Mazezoke open, you will see nothing but same blood that run in your own vein. It doesn't matter if you're a German, if you're British, or if you're any, it doesn't matter. If you're Hausa, Fulani, Kanuri, Yoruba, Igbo, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're Namuda, if you're from Edo, it doesn't matter. We feel the same pain. That our societies are not secured, we feel the same pain. When individuals are killed in our war, it's human, like you and I. When someone is kidnapped in my state of Anambra and taken to the bushes and the head severed, we feel the same pain. When someone is kidnapped on the road to Kaduna from Abuja, it's insecurity. And that insecurity is happening to all of us. I wish it's something I can turn on the switch. Now, before I go into, talking about this, but let me show us something that may interest some of us. I'll flip the front view of my camera to show us this. Now, this road that I am driving on is called the M4. This road takes me to Wales, where I am headed to, right? You can see on my right, they say speed limit 50. I am using here cruise control so that I don't get fined. You see on my left there, you see yellow pole. That is a speed limit camera, variable speed limit camera. You're supposed to do 50 miles per hour here. If you do more than 50, that camera catches you. It takes your plate number. It sends you the invoice. You have to pay. If you've rented a car like I have done, when they send you this invoice and you decide not to pay, the company that has given you your car, because on the point of payment, you deposited your credit card, so they will go ahead and they will take this money from you. I want us to pay attention to how everybody is driving on their lane, streets. This road is marked. Reason I want to say this is, recall that last year and early this year, I was on the Enugu-Port Harcourt Expressway, and the roads, some already done, fantastic road towards Nokbanta. Is it Nokbanta or Nokbanta? In Abia State, after Umunochi. The road, fantastic, like this road that we are using now. The only difference is that that road is not marked. When I was complaining, about a couple of you said, Mas, why do you keep complaining? They've done the road now, the road is good. Why are you complaining? I say, poverty. I know wish I'm for my generation, I tell you. You cannot say you have done and you completed a road without the road mark. Your modern cars have what they call lane departure. Lane departure built into this, or rather lane departure alert built into it. Now, for instance, Mazezoke is behind this Iveco van, right? If by any chance that I feel so weak and dizzy, my hands, for instance, let me show us, my hand swerves, you see, my hand swerves to the right. My steering vibrates, telling me you are going off your lane. There is a sensor in my mirror. It will show you yellow, showing you are about going out of your lane. If I do this, what I just did now, let me veer off the lane again. Watch it, watch it, watch it. I'm going off the lane, you see? Now, if I stay there for a couple of seconds, the car will bring itself back on track. Why does the car know, and how does the car know that I am going off? Is because of the marking on the road. Now, tell me, you're a big man. You are giving Port Harcourt Enugu to do. You did it. You swallowed like elephants used to swallow the money. You swallowed the money for road marking. Who betide you? You are going to Port Harcourt. Your driver fell asleep. There was no lane guidance to guide your driver, to wake him, vibrate his steering, and to wake him up that he's going out of range. There is nothing. What then happens? Your driver goes off. That's it. Okay? Now so, you are dead. Now who killed you? You killed yourself. Your gluttonous greed killed you, because you could have done it like it's done here. How many miles, kilometers have I been driving? And I can drive this for 300 kilometers. All the roads are marked. Now, you see the cancellation there. See Welsh. M4 is telling me how long I'm going to take to get to Welsh. Now is where you test how good your car is, because that 50 kilometer is gone. Mazezo can now go to the right speed lane and enjoy the car. See? 140, 150. That's what Mazezo is doing now. People before me are probably doing more the same. That's why I can't catch up. Now ask me and tell me why we cannot have the same. Tell me why Enugu. Sorry, I can't keep using my backyard for examples, because this is the place I know. That is the place I know very well. I cannot use your own backyard that I do not know properly. For example, tell me why we cannot concession Anambra to Enugu, build the same 4 lanes like this, put toll gate, we will happily pay. What is it with the black people and Nigerians especially? Are we, maybe because we were conceived in darkness, given birth in darkness, and we live in darkness. Maybe that's why, our brains don't seem to phantom. And let me go back to the middle lane. You see, if you're not speeding, if you don't want to speed, you come out. But in Nigeria, people will be hugging the lane and nobody is being punished. You see trailer, your speed lane, trailer will be there. I nearly lost my life. Came in to disrupt. No, I didn't lose my audio. A call came in and disrupted my stream. Sorry. A call came in to disrupt my stream. If you like what I'm talking about, you can just like and share. That's the most I can beg of you. Now, again, I show us something. Watch each car. Before they move, before they change lane, they will traffic gate. They will indicate, I'm going to the right, I'm going to the left. I don't even know where we will start. While the government is doing their own, ourselves as citizens, we come ourselves do worse. Well, I blame the government because there is no enforcement. Many people drive today, they do not know how to drive. You see people just moving on the road and no one is taking responsibility. No one is punishing anyone. No one is doing absolutely jack all. Sometimes Nigeria go to do me, go to do my head. I don't even know where we will start. Honestly, I don't know where we will start. But be that as it may, people, maybe that's my rant, but at least you can see it. A functional place. No wonder Buhari likes to come here when he's sick. No wonder. See, no wonder Buhari likes to come here. No wonder. I beg. So people, I will be leaving us so that I will concentrate more on my driving. I could drive self, no stress. Now only today, just they use your leg and your hand, they move your car, they go. Nobody they worry you. Nobody. I beg. So be that at this may, everyone, I say thank you once more for being part of this. I see you 7 o'clock. I hope by then I would have gotten to my destination. and I'll see you 7 o'clock in the evening today. I am still Mazes, okay? Let's keep faith and let's keep the flag flying. Bye.